Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome to another episode of the TC Plus Show. What episode are we on, Tyler? Do you know?
Number 12.
Yeah, boy. And today we have guest Zach, cousin Zach to me. Welcome.
Thank
Give him
you.
a
Thank you very
handshake.
much.
Cousin-in-law Zach.
Cousin-in-law Tyler.
Cousin-in-law
That's
Zach.
right.
Yes.
Yep.
So I was thinking about how back in the old days, some of my first memories of Zach.
Oh, all right. Let's go.
I was just
Let's hear
like,
these.
overall, Zach was just a real tough kid.
Really?
Yeah, I
No.
thought
That
so.
actually surprises me, I'm going to be honest with you.
That shocks
Yeah.
me.
His
does.
brother will probably disagree, but the fact that like the abuse that he went through with, like I remember like going to his place. I'm a bit of an older cousin than Zach
Yeah.
is as
Right.
well.
Yep.
And playing like rock'em sock'em mini sticks kind of type of thing. Like
Right.
he was 4 years younger than us, and like that's a lot of body mass difference in.
But it wasn't, though. I was a big kid.
Yeah,
I was a
but
chunky
still.
kid.
I still have like an image of you flying over the top of someone. I don't remember who, but
You know what? Yeah. It was probably actually my current brother-in-law's.
okay.
I do remember that clearly, that one time we had just a fantastic brawl in the basement.
Okay.
It was with my brother-in-laws, also your cousins.
Yeah.
Figure that one out. And then you guys, you and Travis, and myself and Nick, and it was one of my best memories. I couldn't tell you what happened, but we played mini sticks, and I sweat a lot as a
Yeah.
child, so it was fun.
Do you
Yeah.
remember, like, you enjoyed this as a kid? Like, you
I
enjoyed
did.
getting beat up and doing a little bit of beating yourself?
I did.
Yeah.
I think you were actually there that time, Tyler.
I do vaguely remember something, like, of mini sticks in your basement and people throwing stuff, but, yeah. I don't fully remember it, but, yeah, there's something there.
It was, yes.
That would be a lot of fun to take part in again.
Mini sticks are amazing.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's one of the best games ever created.
And then, sorry, were you gonna say something?
I was gonna say, I think we need to bring back mini sticks, but with lacrosse sticks. They make mini lacrosse sticks,
Oh,
and I
they
think it would be
do?
fantastic.
Okay, so mini lacrosse. I could dabble. Yeah.
Throwing 185, 200-pound bodies around with mini
Yeah.
lacrosse, I think it'd be fun.
Sure.
Wild.
Let's start that.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
Another memory I had of Zach is we played a silly game. I don't know what we called it, but I'm calling it the Wild West.
I remember this.
Basically, we would reenact the Wild West, but like most of the reenactment or acting out of it revolves around the saloon.
Yes.
Right.
And the gambling.
Yes. Gambling and alcoholism. That's a good way.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm pretty sure that's all the Old West was.
Yeah.
Was,
I mean, that's what I remember from it back in my day.
yeah, back in your
Yeah.
day.
Do you remember what cards we gambled with?
Did we gamble with rook cards, or did we have actual playing cards?
I thought
Before you answer, my vote is rook cards as well.
Okay. I thought it was Blitz cards.
You know what?
Even better.
It was blitz cards.
That's ironic.
Dutch blitz cards.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, they were. Well, I mean, rook cards were created to like not use playing cards.
Yeah.
Was that actually their creation?
That was a creation of it.
Okay.
yes.
Interesting.
yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah. The more you know. Absolutely.
Anyways, that's kind of that.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought I was pondering you. Those are the two things that kind of pulled up from my childhood.
Some good childhood memories
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna start out with a couple quick questions. I'm gonna have one. Tyler will have one. Then I'll have another. My
All right.
quick question is, if I were to take you downstairs and to show you my show you my time machine.
Dodged a bullet there. Okay.
Would you travel to the future or the past?
I would go to the past.
Why didn't you just have to tell him that? Why couldn't you ask that question without saying take him downstairs?
Now you got to go to the
Like,
basement. It's weirder.
Because it's just
better.
funny. That's why, Tyler.
Fair enough. Yeah, it worked out. Yeah, that's good.
Don't question it.
Yeah,
it's
I'm-
just
I'm-
it's
I'm
so
done.
much better.
Yep.
Yeah. I think I go to the past because there's so much in the past that, like, first of all, I enjoy history, so like it'd be fun to see some of that from a distance, obviously. But I think it'd be fun to see some of that, and like the future. The cool thing about the future is that it's just unknown. It's out there ahead of us. So like I feel like you kind of leave that untouched. And I don't know if the future's going to be better.
No.
Good chance it's not.
No.
Yeah.
But like the past seems like so awesome. You've got all these like great stories that come from the past.
So, do you have a specific spot you go in the past?
Probably 1967.
Okay.
Last time the Leafs won a cup.
Yeah.
You know, just to like see what it
Yeah,
feels
yeah,
like.
yeah. I respect that. Yeah, it's good.
He'd buy a ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd buy a ticket.
Yeah.
They had to be cheap back then.
Oh,
right?
100%.
They'd won like 4 years in a row or something.
Yeah, if you could somehow use your money back then you'd have enough money probably to buy tickets for every single game of the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah. Well, there was only like 4 of them, so yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly.
I think I'm going to the past.
Yeah,
Cool.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Tyler?
All right. My question is, what is one lesson you've learned from your job, from your career?
Ooh, one lesson I've learned from my career. I feel like I've learned a lot of lessons,
That's good.
but I think the biggest thing is just like interaction with people, and actually, no, scratch that. Not interaction with people.
Don't interact with people, okay?
Well,
No.
obviously interact.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at it, but like interact with people.
Yeah.
I think the biggest lesson I've learned is that opportunity is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a good opportunity is fantastic. But if that opportunity never pays off, if you never make anything from that opportunity, you haven't really, it's not worth anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because my first job, I thought it was a great opportunity, and it was. I learned a lot from it, but it never really paid off. So
Mhm.
eventually I just jumped ship somewhere
Right.
it would pay off. So, yeah,
Take that into heart.
that's right.
Mhm.
All right. Next question. You can throw whatever you want onto a propane barbecue. What are you throwing on?
Propane barbecue. I love meat. I think I got to go with a steak. But like, so I own a smoker. I don't have a propane barbecue right now. And there are days that I miss just a good old fashioned barbecue hamburger. Because it is hard to beat a good old fashioned
Oh,
just
yeah,
propane
it's a good
barbecue
time.
hamburger.
Good time.
Yeah.
So, in my mind, that's what I thought too. And then I had a propane barbecue burger the other day, and I was like, this is kind of boring. But I wasn't sure if it was the burger or the propane.
See, sometimes it's the burger,
Yeah.
It's the meat.
Mm-hmm.
So earlier, are you going burger or steak that you're throwing on there?
You know what? I'm just going to go with steak because it's hard to beat a good barbecued steak.
Any
know?
specific steak?
If it's on a barbecue, I think you got to go classic, take me back to my childhood again, and a marinated T-bone.
Interesting.
Maybe from an old cow, but like it's
Right.
marinated so it doesn't matter.
So like no
Exactly.
Wagyu,
Yeah.
like old cow.
Yeah.
Old cow. No,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good.
Because if I'm going Wagyu, I'm doing fire steaks.
Mm-hmm.
What is
Doing it over the fire.
Oh, over the fire.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe throwing a rock in the fire and throwing the
How many-
steak on that rock.
How many times have you had Wagyu? You sound experienced.
I've never had Wagyu.
Oh, okay.
I just think that's the way to do it.
You think, okay, because it sounded like you were rich and and that was coming from a place of experience.
I am not.
But that makes more sense,
I'd
So-
like to try it.
Yeah.
How much
absolutely.
would a Wagyu T-bone cost you?
Hmm.
Do you know?
I don't know.
A lot.
Because like Tyler's claiming you're rich if you've had it 4 times.
Probably.
I think you can get a Wagyu T-bone for $100. Easy.
Yeah, I mean, it just really depends what you spend your money on. Maybe you really
Exactly.
stink and love food, and that's what you live for. And that's just kind of weird. to
It's like a
spend your
hotel-
hard-earned money on that.
A
if you don't
hotel one night you sleep in a bed and you're paying $200.
Yeah.
have- Yeah.
And you could have had 2 Wagyu steaks,
Sure.
Wow.
right?
That
like,
puts it into
eh.
perspective right there.
Yeah, but I'm taking a hotel probably like 9 times out of 10 because of the trip that comes with that hotel experience, you know?
fair enough.
It's the experience.
Oh, yeah.
So, just gonna go on a bunny trail here.
Sure, absolutely.
What's the most you would spend on a meal?
Well, I think there are special occasions, right?
Okay.
You know, that's why I say 9 times out of 10. Because there is still that one time where I buy a Wagyu steak. Haven't ever yet, but eventually. I feel like if at this current point in my life, because that's all I can judge for right now, is the most I would spend for on would be like a really nice dinner just for myself is probably like $75 in total, which isn't very much.
that's
to some.
respectable.
It's just
That's
like
respectable.
I don't feel the need. I think any enjoyment past that isn't worth the money.
I can understand that.
So.
Yeah, you're getting a good $75 gets you a good meal.
I think so.
That's a good
I hope
plate of
so.
food.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
absolutely. No judgment.
Thanks. Corey's just nodding along over
Yeah.
there.
Anything more than that, you're paying for experience, but
Yeah.
I'm willing to do that.
Mhm.
Rarely, but like,
Love her now and then.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move on to Zach's topic of the evening, but before we do that, I just gotta appreciate his socks.
Okay, can we get
uh,
a sock cam?
I like,
Oh, yeah, let's get
I
these.
like fun socks, and he's got some fun socks for us today.
I got
For
some
the
fun
audio listeners,
Yes.
they're
Love you to death.
glazed donuts.
They're glazed donuts. They're new socks too. The wife cooked them out for me.
Fresh
Fresh.
pair.
That's right. Now, there's a little teaser for something that's coming up later in the episode.
Okay.
It also says, what does it say? I eat whole foods, something like that.
Oh.
Interesting.
I eat
Keep
whole
that in
foods.
mind
Hey,
as
there
you
you go.
listen. A little foreshadowing,
All
one
right.
might say.
Yes. Very good. But yeah, so I think we can give you the best socks on the podcast
At this point,
awards
yes.
so
Nice.
far. Yeah.
If we made an award, we would give it to you.
I saw them on the counter and I was like, I gotta wear these.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
And by counter, I mean dresser. I don't just
Yeah.
leave my socks on the kitchen counter.
You had said they were new, so they could be on the counter.
It could have been freshly from the
Okay,
store.
I
you know?
wore them Sunday, so
Okay.
they're single use.
All right.
Second
you know?
time round.
Yeah.
All right.
Freshly
Yeah.
washed.
All
You
right.
guys aren't quite up there yet.
Yeah, I understand.
You're close.
Very good. Well, let's launch into what's going on there, Zach. What do you think?
All right. So I enjoy golf. It's a fantastic sport, but there's this debate in golf. Well, it's not in golf. Golfers are all on the same page, but
Yeah.
there's this debate surrounding golf, whether golf is a sport, and then with that, are golfers athletes?
Ooh.
Yeah.
All the golfers watching this podcast are having some strong feelings at the moment, I bet.
They are,
Mhm.
yes. But I think the second half of that question even confuses golfers at times.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you
So
think?
I'm just like, yes.
To both.
Yes, but like less strongly yes to the second half.
Okay. Yeah.
But still yes. Golf is, to me, it's an accuracy sport.
Very much so.
I guess it's well, yeah. I was gonna say it's maybe not like as like commercialized or like publicized of a sport as like all our different team sports that we run into, but it is like there is a lot of viewership and money around it compared to, I'm trying to think, like shooting sports.
Yeah.
Like that's
absolutely.
another accuracy sport.
Yeah. I would say the money surrounding golf probably rivals like the major sports leagues that we enjoy,
Right.
like our NFL. Well, maybe not NFLs, but I think it rivals hockey, no problem.
Okay.
The NHL.
Hockey's
money-wise.
the smallest of of the four big
Yes.
ones, for sure.
Yes. But I think it definitely
No.
rivals it money wise.
That's probably fair, I think.
Yeah.
That's probably
I
a fair
mean,
comment.
I just saw today like the top earning athletes of all time, which they even called them athletes, but top earning athletes of all time, it's Michael Jordan first of all, and then it's Tiger Woods, and I can't remember the rest of the list, but they got Ronaldo on there, they got Messi on there, but there's three golfers.
Michael Jordan's number one
Michael Jordan is number one
over
all time.
Messi and Ronaldo?
Yes, because
thought-
of his Nike deals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. It's including brand deals. Okay, that makes sense. All right.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, like, there's no way Messi can't be number one for contracts or Ronaldo or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know soccer well enough to speak on which one's bigger or even better. That's another
They-
topic I'm not
oh,
going to get
no,
into.
that's
But
easy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have my feelings on that. But,
Or between basketball and soccer?
Oh,
or
no.
between-
I'm talking about Messi and Ronaldo here.
Oh,
but,
that way? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Anyway, that's
that's
besides the point. Don't
That's
worry
only
about
if you want to go viral.
that. Yeah, exactly. What were we getting at here? I kind of felt like I lost myself.
The top 3 of the top 10
Yes.
earners are golfers.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of money surrounding it.
Okay.
So, are people of individual sports more likely to get paid high than people that are in team sports?
I think there's more opportunity for them to, because they'll be able to get singled out more. But there's also a way bigger opportunity for them to fall off,
Right.
because they can have their 15 minutes of glory and be the best in the world for maybe a year, maybe a season or so, but they can also fall off just like that, especially with golf. You've played. I don't know if you've played much golf, Tyler.
Played.
You've
I've
dabbled.
Played. I've dabbled.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right. All it takes is one little tweak, and your game is gone.
Mm-hmm.
I have no game to speak of, but
Right. What game you had is
Was-
disappeared.
has
yeah.
disappeared.
Yeah.
Yes.
Something I've heard from golfers is the more you try to follow tips and the more you try to use the professional ways of doing things, the worse you get. Is that
agree.
true?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a very feel-based sport.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very technical sport, but at the end of the day, if you don't have the feel, the technique won't get you anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. So, anyways, back to the original question at hand. I'd say sport is, or golf is technically a sport because there's no way I can disprove it if we go by definition. It just feels like a
Right.
gamey sport to me, but it is a sport.
It is a sport.
And golfers, I feel like I can kind of call them athletes, even if they're probably. Do golfers go in the weight room? Are they grinding in the weight room at all? Are they doing
They'll-
weights?
I don't know if you can call it grinding, but
Yeah.
they do some stretching, they do some medicine ball stuff.
Okay.
But I don't know that a lot of pro athletes are slamming weights around anymore.
Yeah, no.
You watch
Football is.
Well,
Football,
obviously,
yeah.
but those are big boys.
I think hockey does too sometimes.
A little bit,
somewhat.
but mid-season, they're more they've got the bands, they're doing a lot of body weight
It's
stuff.
true. It's true.
They're just kind of fine-tuning stuff. They're not trying to build mass.
Yeah, I don't see soccer players building mass because they need to have
Exactly.
the stamina.
Yeah.
But overall fitness of a golfer, you would generally say they're pretty, just like a standard fit.
Yeah, they're fit. But then, there's the odd one that's just amazing and they are not fit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's some chubby golfers out there.
There's some big boys out
yeah,
there.
big boys.
Big
Okay.
boys.
All right.
Yeah. But for the most part, they're relatively fit, and it's hard not to be fit. So for myself, not to brag, but I played 27 holes this weekend.
Okay.
It was
Yeah.
it was a good weekend for me. I really enjoyed it, but played 27 holes and I slept like a baby last night.
Just
It was
slept, eh?
so good,
Mm-hmm.
It'll wear you out. You'll walk 27 holes in over
true.
a day or two.
Now, you're not rich enough to rent the golf cart.
Well, I want my exercise,
Okay.
so I'm gonna walk. Yeah. Now these a pro golfer is walking. They got 4 rounds from Thursday to Sunday if they're good and they can make the cut. So you got 4 rounds that they're walking on these very long courses, and that doesn't include their practice round on Wednesday, maybe a practice round on Tuesday. So these guys are walking a lot. Now I can't say their cardio is great, but
Yeah.
they're getting their steps in.
So I could try to compare this to baseball, who also doesn't have the most fit players, but they play every day.
Yeah.
In comparison, do you think the walking of golf is just as strenuous as baseball? Because baseball's a lot of standing around too.
I was going to say you spent a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I never thought of this one before.
Yeah.
Baseball players, there's some unathletic boys.
Oh,
out
there are. I've seen some chubby pitchers. You know,
Yeah.
some guys out there slinging it that are chubby. Maybe not so much anymore, but back in the day for sure.
Vladdy Jr. was a bit of a big boy
Well,
for a
he
bit.
still is. I'm willing to bet that I could run faster than Vladdy Jr.
Ooh, that's a bold statement.
Because he's pretty slow out there. I
Yeah.
went to a game not this past weekend, but the weekend before. The guy's not fast. I'm calling him out. All right, he's
All
just not fast.
So could you lap the bases? Could you beat him around all the bases?
That I would. That's what I'm willing to bet. Maybe that's overconfidence. I don't know. I don't know what his 40 time is. For all I know, his 40-yard dash is just. But I don't think so.
I mean, a guy that big at it can't be.
Can't be fast.
No. He's just slugging it out of the park
Yeah.
and then just jogging.
Think you beat Vladdy there, Corey?
I have no idea.
he doesn't watch baseball.
I will say this. I ran for the first time in, I got to say, probably years the other day.
First time in years?
I don't run.
Yeah, but
No.
really?
Yeah. I
I guess
actually
you've
shocked
skated
myself.
though, or what?
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
it's
skate.
fun-
I've
it's fun.
skated, but that's easier because you can coast.
It's true. It's true.
I haven't actually run,
Mhm.
and I was on the golf course too, and I ran, and it was kind of fun again. I should probably get into running.
There's like a boy-like joy there whenever you ran.
Yeah.
What made you run on the golf course?
Let me guess.
Let's hear this.
You left your pitching wedge at the previous green.
No, I didn't
Okay.
do. I left my phone at my previous shot.
Okay. Pretty close.
You know,
Yeah.
I had my phone in my pocket. Couldn't swing with my phone in my pocket, so I took it out, put it on the ground. Wasn't paying attention. I hit a poor shot. Grabbed my bag and marched up to my next shot and was like, "Oh no, I lost my phone." So I went for a little run.
Nice.
Yeah, it was 100 yards. So
Okay.
100
Good
yard
100-yard
dash.
sprint. Yep.
I'm not like a fast guy. I'm more of an endurance fellow.
Okay. Would you say you actually have good endurance or?
Like when I work on it, yeah.
Okay. Sure. But like right now,
What do you call good endurance?
I don't know. Do you feel happy with where your endurance is at?
I walked 19K.
I don't know how good that is.
I
so-
walked
Uh,
24K
that
a
doesn't-
couple weeks before that.
That doesn't quite answer
That's
the question though.
impressive.
Are you happy with where it's at?
Dude, you can always be better.
Yeah, but are you happy?
I'm. I don't know.
Okay.
I'd say no then because I always think better. Like you can do better and be better.
No, it's true. It's true. Is there a point at which you should just be happy with where you're at then?
Well, I'm happy with where I'm at with like my circumstances.
Okay.
So like for the time that I have and for how I'm happy with that.
Okay.
But like if I wanted to be better, I could be better.
Sure. I'm not sure where this is going on.
But yeah, I
but
don't
that's
know.
great.
Like we could run a kilometer or two, see who stops first.
Probably
would.
me. I'm more of a sprinter guy. Well, oh sorry. I
if
think
it's
I'm
all
faster
three,
than you.
you're definitely
No,
faster
you're
than me.
well, you're gonna be last if
Yeah,
you
you
if you
will
haven't
be.
run in 2 years. Anyways.
Yeah.
So if
But I think Corey could probably run farther than I would.
yeah,
Probably slower though.
Maybe slower, but probably farther. I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, we could test it out.
Yeah. No.
I'll be the
That's gonna
judge.
be the 1,000 subscriber special. Please subscribe.
All right. Game on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where are we at? Golfing.
golfing.
Right.
Do
Golfing.
we all agree.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. I was expecting maybe Tyler would come in with a little bit
Yeah.
of
And see, I thought about that, and I was like, I think this is my role to play, but I was like, but I just can't get behind that role.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
fair.
I wanted to be on the right side this time. So,
What
there
are
you
the
go.
people's arguments against it?
It's a great question.
It's just the big boys out there that they're seeing, like, there's, if you can eat a hot dog and play the sport, it doesn't seem very athletic.
Hmm.
But then if anybody picks up a golf club and actually tries to hit it like they do, I think they realize pretty quickly you need a lot of skill.
I feel like it's a lot of mobility and stretching in the hips and stuff like that.
Yeah, you need some impressive mobility
Mhm.
to be able to swing a club, especially like those guys do.
Yeah, because whenever I swing a club, I like get 15 cracks and who knows where, and and
Yeah.
then suddenly your side's feeling wacky because he's swaying too hard, and then you pull some.
You're with a driver, you're trying to swing. Your club head is going like 110 mile an hour,
Yeah.
and you've got to hit a little ball that's let's say 1.5 inches round,
Mhm.
and you've got to get that thing exactly where you want it. If you miss it by a millimeter, if you leave your club face open by 1/2 degree, if you got the wrong path going into it, your ball's gone.
All the technical elements.
All that technical.
It's just like a
The
very
jargon.
complicated way of saying you'll probably just slice it.
You will slice it. Yeah,
Yep.
I do that.
So that's why you got to play into the slice.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
You might have problems with how your ball goes, but the trick is to not fix them and play with them.
Yes. I do have a friend who is a bit of an orangutan.
Okay.
And he plays into his slice. He's a lefty, so his slice goes the other way.
Mhm.
But he does play into his slice, and it's impressive. I mean, apparently he's shooting just straight 70s this year,
Okay.
which is
Nice. That's good.
yeah, very impressive.
Very impressive.
So, I don't know if the professional poker is that a sport?
No, stop.
Okay.
It's a game.
It's a
I don't even care if it follows the definition of a sport. It might. I need to look up the definition of sport, but no.
What about
That
spike
is
ball?
that is a card game. Spike
Ooh.
ball is as much of a sport as golf is.
How about chess?
It's a backyard game. It's a
Yeah,
lawn
but people
game.
have made it professional. you can cornhole. I'd even be willing. See, I don't know. Spike ball. I feel like if you're gonna call golf a sport, spike ball is just that, but way, 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 way smaller. Or like at least
It's a bit of a
you're
child's
doing
game, though.
way more exercise anyways. I
Bit
feel
of a child's game.
maybe I don't
I
even
think
grind spike ball anymore if that's what you're trying to
All
push
right,
out
man.
here. All right.
We
Yeah.
just can't get him
I
worked up
retired.
tonight.
No, he's
Yeah.
just easy going
Sorry.
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
He did some meditation before he came
I
on.
did so
Yeah.
much. Yeah. You know, I'm just sitting here. Corey's interrupting me, but I'm on the carpet and on the floor here, just humming away.
Yeah. Nice.
Very well. Well, I think we'll carry on to our next section if we've got that golf thing figured out.
I think so.
We're going to go to
Locked.
food for thought. And my thinking was, do you guys eat anything just because it's healthy? Like, do you be like, oh, you got to eat these veggies or whatever for filler or for health benefits or, yeah.
So, I eat vegetables only because they're healthy, and I don't eat vegetables. Right? Come on. That
High
was
five, baby.
awful. That was big.
Again.
Okay. There we go.
That's
it.
better.
All right.
I don't eat vegetables. My brothers in-laws knew me as a kid that didn't eat vegetables. They'd never met
Yep.
me, and they were just like, "That's a kid that doesn't eat vegetables."
How could you marry into that family? Or
It's
what?
sad.
Yeah.
For him,
Yeah.
but I think vegetables are overrated.
Mm-hmm.
If they're not in something, I don't eat them.
Yep. So I'm not a big fan of veggies either. I mean, I eat a pile of veggies every meal because my mom kind of tells me to still.
That's good.
And that's just the way it is. And like, so yeah, I guess there I eat them strictly because they're healthy. And, you know, I just, yeah, it's what I'm supposed to do. But that being said, like, if you put corn in a casserole or something like that, or in like I don't know, what else would you, a burrito, and I'm
Oh,
going to get
yeah.
pissed off.
What?
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna get pissed off. Yeah, that's not where you
No.
thought I was going with it. But it's just like it's unacceptable. You
In a
can't be
burrito?
doing that. You can't be doing that.
cilantro in a burrito.
I don't even know what cilantro is,
Oh
man.
no! Oh no! We need to help you.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm just saying like meat, cheese, and a little bit of sriracha or something like that, and you're good to go.
All right. See, the only way I eat vegetables is if they're in something.
Mhm.
I can't remember the last time I had just a plain vegetable.
Really?
It may be in the last
If
week.
my
but
mom
I
makes
doubt
you a
it.
nice meal with peas on the side,
Oh,
you're
I'm
not
eating
gonna
it.
eat the peas?
Yes.
Okay, you
Your
are.
mom makes some amazing food. So.
Okay, sweet. Yeah. Cheers.
But that's gonna be the smallest portion on the plate.
yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
That's fair. That's a fair point. Yeah.
Mhm.
How about you, Corey? You got anything that you eat just for health reasons?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
There's like a lot of that.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Like I eat the vegetables and like raw carrots, raw cucumbers, raw broccoli, beans, not raw, right? And peas, those types of stuff as like filler to make me feel full without eating like lots of extra meat and carbs for that.
That's smart.
I don't
I
know if
wish
it's
I
smart.
was-
It's just what I do. And I got to thinking, I'm like, I really like I don't hate it, but like I'm not eating this for pleasure.
Mhm.
But like the one thing that I do eat for pleasure that I would call healthy, but it might not. Yeah. A banger Caesar salad.
You know, that is enjoyable.
Oh my
That's so
goodness.
unhealthy, though.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so unhealthy,
But
they
there's
are
green
unreal.
in it.
If you look
every-
past the sauce, there's some
every
green.
time I have Caesar salad, I think about how healthy it is. Then I'm like, wait, no, I've heard that it's very not healthy.
Yeah, I don't think it's remotely healthy.
Yeah. but
What's
it does
what's
taste
unhealthy
good.
about it?
The Caesar aspect of it.
The Caesar.
The
Or I guess
Caesar
if you put
does-
bacon, and bacon isn't
What's-
incredibly good for
Now,
you.
are you like talking like a real Caesar salad, like where you see them like mix it up in the bowl? Like, have you ever seen those videos? It's really cool.
What do you mean?
They like put like anchovies and like random stuff in the bowl, and they like mash it up, and they make like the actual Caesar dressing in the bowl.
Oh,
It
no, I
looks
haven't
really
seen
cool.
that.
I'd like to try that sometime.
There's anchovies in Caesar?
I think so, in proper Caesar.
Huh.
Maybe I'm completely wrong, but
I
you know,
hope not. Or I hope you are, but
it kind of
yeah,
makes sense.
It could. I mean, it's all right when it's in the dressing. I suppose.
Who knows? Anyway, but there's a lot of fat in that dressing.
Right.
There's a lot of calories in that
yeah.
dressing.
Yeah, there is.
Doesn't stop me from eating it though.
No, not
And
at all.
I count that as my veggies.
Yeah.
100%.
Yes.
Lock it in.
So, but like, does the lettuce not like offset the fat in the
I
salad
don't
dressing?
think so.
I don't know this, Corey. I thought you of all people would know this. You know.
No,
You know,
and like, what's wrong with the fat?
There's nothing wrong with that.
And like
You're just
and
eating
like
a lot of
when
it.
you eat the salad, like how much of it, like how much is actually on there compared to like, I don't know.
Your bowl of ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? You're probably not, because like there's not really sugar in it, so it can't be that. Well, there's
No,
probably
there's
some,
not.
but
Like if we're going between a bowl of ice cream and
Barely
Caesar
to
salad,
none.
then Caesar salad's gonna be healthier or what?
I would assume so. Yes.
I would
Yeah.
hope so. Yeah.
But like just versus
like it
Caesar
that
salad
much.
versus having just another plain veggie, the other plain veggie is gonna win every time in terms
Right.
of health.
What
reasons.
about a big heap of Caesar salad versus a second burger?
Yeah, I take the burger.
I mean,
No,
I
but
want
what's
the
what's
burger.
more healthy?
I think the protein in the burger. Now, are you talking like full burger with the bun with all those
Yep.
with all the fixings?
There's gonna be some smart person out there that knows and is gonna call us stupid for whatever answer we give. But
Yeah.
I like to me, I think that Caesar salad's still substantially more healthy because you're gonna have just as much fat in that burger, not?
you would
Yeah,
think,
probably.
but
you
who
would.
knows?
But also, lettuce has like zero nutritional value,
Interesting.
from what I've been told.
Yeah, I don't know.
What kind of fiber? But it's got fibers, right?
It's gotta have something.
Something fibers.
It's
I mean,
green.
Rabbits
Oh.
eat it and they stay alive. So like,
Yeah.
Isn't lettuce bad for rabbits though?
eh?
I heard it's kind of like their candy. I might have been lied to as a child. I don't know. Man.
I have no idea. I can't argue that.
That's
Yeah.
what your mom is trying to get you to
I gotta find out
eat
now.
your lettuce.
Yep. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Well, I'd say that's kind of the end of this segment. Clearly, you guys don't eat anything. Oh yeah, you got something else to say there yet, don't you?
Well, I just gotta make sure here.
What's that?
No, you.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've
I
got.
thought you were gonna come back to the sauce.
Well, I got the Whole Foods here, but like,
Yeah.
I eat those. I do eat a lot of Whole Foods.
Whole
So-
Foods, like a whole donut's a whole food,
Whole-
right?
Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
a hole in it.
Oh, that way.
Yeah.
See?
Funny
Yeah.
I was
guy
just,
over here.
I was,
Yeah.
I w- okay, very
Yeah,
good.
you know.
I was taking it a different way. I was taking it like you eat the whole donut. So
Oh,
I eat
absolutely.
Whole Foods.
Absolutely. You got to clean your plate.
Yeah.
That's why I don't put many veggies on it.
So I looked it up. What happens if rabbits eat lettuce? So according to www.centralvice.com, yes, rabbits can eat lettuce, but it should be fed in moderation. Lettuce is low in nutritional value
Yeah.
and can cause digestive upset if fed in large quantities. Once or twice a week is more than enough. So
It's
the
like their
pellets are
candy.
healthier that you feed them, but like,
Yeah.
yeah. So it is. It's kind of like candy. It's not like candy, but it's kind of like candy, but not really.
Yeah.
It's kind of
For,
like bread.
for rabbits.
It's like
Yeah, for
bread to
rabbits.
them.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Bread. We can do bread.
Shouldn't
What's
be eating
what's
bread every day.
what's like candy to rabbits then?
It's carrots, maybe.
I was just gonna say
Yeah.
carrots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think there's nutritional value in that?
Oh, probably, but maybe their digestive system is weird. I have no idea. Once
Yeah,
again,
because do you think rabbits get carrots out in the wild?
I'm sure they'd eat them if they found them.
But they have to dig them up.
Are there even wild rabbits out there anymore?
There's wild rabbits in
Okay.
our backyard.
I got
Oh, not
rabbits in my
really?
Yeah.
backyard.
Okay,
Yeah, like they're
I
getting
guess
tame.
We have had some over.
I
the
thought you were
years.
gonna say wild carrots because that I couldn't answer.
Okay, wild. Yeah, are there wild carrots? I don't know.
There's got to be root vegetables that are similar to carrots.
I agree.
And
You'd
we're just
think so.
scared of eating them
You know.
because
Yeah.
they look funky.
All right.
Fair points.
Next section, book of questions. We've moderated our rules a bit.
Which you haven't even watched the episodes. So you don't even know what the rules are.
I'm sorry.
Basically,
I haven't
we-
listened.
watch.
I don't.
We invited you on. You don't even watch.
Tyler,
the
don't
couch.
don't harass him.
I didn't mean. That's something. That's me.
I watched
Yeah.
part of an episode.
Yeah,
Listen,
hey,
I
that's
listened
huge.
while I
That's
was
huge.
cooking dinner. Yeah.
That's great.
So we kind
Hey, I
of
don't care.
perused through this book, and you tell us when to stop. I point at a question. Boom, questions for you. You have up to 3 passes. We used to
Wait,
allow people
2
to go
passes.
2 passes, 3 questions you have
Ah,
access
okay.
to.
Right.
We used to let people go back if they want. No more
No
going,
going back. Oh,
Yeah.
A little higher stakes.
Can I just answer 3 questions?
You only
Oh,
need to answer one.
You only need to answer one.
What if I want to do 3?
Well, we've never had this offer before.
Yeah, I think we have to have them back
Maybe I
later.
should
Hear the questions
Maybe.
first.
Yeah.
Maybe we just do a full episode of Zach and the Book of Questions.
Yeah,
Wow,
just
that
the
would
whole
be-
episode. Yeah.
That'd be
Anyways,
wild.
we're doing one tonight.
All right. We'll do 1.
All right, you tell me when.
When? Oh, boy.
Wow, hilarious. We have a comedian on our hands.
Yeah.
Where have you always wanted to have a birthday party?
You once again, you can go to another question if
Yeah,
you don't
you
think
can
it's
go to-
exciting.
I'm going to pass because
Yeah.
I don't enjoy birthday parties.
You don't have a so
Are you at the age
Or,
where
like, by
birthdays
yourself?
are unexciting?
kind of somewhere?
But if it was by myself, it's on a golf course.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're
Anyways.
making them answer the question without actually being the
Well, that's
question.
right.
That's
Now.
good. Ah, it's good.
I think I
That's-
went 2 extras.
Oops. That's close enough.
What do you think makes a good party host? What's with this
Man.
party?
They're in the party theme.
I guess I'm bringing the party is what.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
happening.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
What makes a good party host? I think first of all, you just got to bring the energy. Whoever's a host has to have some good energy.
Hmm.
Like if you
Yep.
go into a party and like the host isn't into it, like you just get that vibe where they're doing it because somebody asked them to. It just the whole thing, everybody senses it, you know? So you got to have a good vibe, you got to have good energy. You got to have good snacks. If your party doesn't have good snacks, it's just right there you've lost me.
The
There you go.
snacks is probably one of the biggest part right there.
You got to have some Whole Foods
yeah.
in there, you know?
Whole
Yep.
Foods.
Yeah. Bringing it back.
Yep.
And what else do they have to have? I think they got to know how to make a guest list.
Mm.
If a guest list is pretty important because you know everybody's got that group A and group B of friends, and like they're both really good friend groups, but you can't really mix them that well.
Mhm.
So,
I like to blur the lines on that a bit.
oh, I know you do. I think more than often it works,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah,
you know, like sometimes you just need those. You need that segregation in your friend groups.
absolutely. Yes.
How has that blurring of the lines worked for you, Corey?
I'd say it's generally pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't know. It's just kind of fun to be like, oh,
Yeah.
how would someone react with these people?
That's fair. I think you can blur the lines if you know that some of the people getting blurred are extroverted enough to make it work. You know, I feel like if you bring introverts from both sides over and they like don't like to meet new people, it's not going to go so well.
Yeah, fair
But
enough.
I don't know.
But even an introvert will open up if they feel safe.
If they, yeah,
You know.
but maybe they just don't feel safe with new people. You know,
Yeah.
Who knows?
All right.
I don't know.
But
All right.
you do definitely get better conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on to the next topic. My topic is it's a little tough to describe kind of where my head was at, so I'll kind of jump into it. So you kind of hear sayings like you make your own bed, pull yourself up by the bootstraps. The kind of the whole idea that life is what you make it, and like your decisions and choices in life is what determines your outcome in like the life you are living. So yeah, in life there is hard work, dedication, and the decisions you make, but then how much of life is chance? So that can look like good opportunities or maybe bad misfortune, right? So, I don't know. Who wants to go first?
You thinking there, Tyler?
You go first. You're the
All
guest. That way I have something to bounce off of.
So, I think hard work is definitely going to get you places. I think you are definitely a benefactor or a victim of the circumstances you make for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, there are things that play into your life that you have no control over.
Mm-hmm.
So I read a book a little while ago called The Outliers.
Oh, yes.
Great
Good
book.
Good
Gladwell.
book.
Malcolm
Great
Gladwell.
book. That's the only book I've ever read that
Shout
wasn't a novel.
Okay. Shout out to our homie Malcolm Gladwell.
That's right.
Come on the
Local boy.
podcast. Yeah.
So in that book, as you guys know, he talks about hockey players.
Mm-hmm.
And the majority of hockey players are born in the first few months of the year. So
Mhm.
there is, there's one point that shows that, not everything you do is going to affect you. Sometimes it's just luck of the draw. Like you're born in January, you're a bigger kid, and so, you get to play on the better teams because that 6 to 8 months is like a 4-year-old is a huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
So you play on the better teams and you are always on the better team then if you can maintain that and you get to the NHL, possibly. But then, if you use that same example, the guy that works harder is going to get drafted higher in the draft. And, Connor McDavid is the best hockey player right now. And,
possibly all time when he's all said and done. We'll see.
Possibly, yeah. And I think that guy just worked really hard. Maybe he had some, great opportunities, but the bet he made for himself is what got him there.
Now I need to see if he was born in January or not.
He had to be an early birthday.
Yeah, you'd think so.
There's no way he didn't.
And then, I guess we'll wait for Tyler to see what he's thinking.
He was born on January 13th.
Look at that.
Right
It's
early
just
in
too
the year.
easy.
Yep, it's just too easy. Knocking it out of the park. Yeah. I think part of it comes with, so you have this opportunity. So let's say you're a hockey player and you're born in the first 3 months of the year. You also have to be good enough and wanted enough to take advantage of that.
Exactly.
Because you can be too lazy to not take advantage of the opportunities you get in life.
You also have to be born into the right family.
You got to have some money.
Sure, with hockey, yeah, if we're sticking with that. I'm just meaning in general. Like, there are times, you make people often say, like, you got to be good. You got to be good to be lucky and lucky to be good or something like
That's
that.
right.
I don't know however the line goes.
That's the saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure where my brain's all going with this, but it's just trying to tell me that you got to take advantage of the opportunities you do get, and that's up to you.
Mm-hmm.
So there is still an element of luck and an element of your own drivenness.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you spot those opportunities?
I'm 20. You go, Corey.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Oh,
I mean, like, if you see an opportunity, you'll see it.
right.
Like, how to see it, that's a big question.
Because for myself, I'm a very cautious person, I think. So if an opportunity presents itself to me, I tend to be a little more fearful to take that jump.
Mm-hmm. So I would say I'm also somewhat cautious on my opportunities as well, and what I do. One of the things I've been thinking about recently is if I am like almost sold on something, I should probably be completely sold on it.
Okay.
And because of how cautious I am in some of those things. And so, like, because all of the times that I look back and see where I was almost sold and I was thinking about pulling the trigger, I should have.
Mm-hmm.
And so then, like, if you can kind of learn and know yourself and your tendencies by kind of looking over your past, then it's like,
Looking at the experience.
Mm.
Learning from your experience.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes I just flip a coin.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
I've done it multiple times. Where I
And
just flip a coin.
Any decisions that you can share that you've made by flipping a coin, or is that all more personal stuff?
No, I can tell you one.
Okay.
It was actually Alicia and I, my wife, who decided. We were trying to decide if we wanted to do youth choir last time.
Yeah.
And it was going to be our last one, and we were less than excited about it because it's a pretty big time dedication.
It is. Yeah.
And so we just flipped a coin, and we really could not figure out if we wanted to go or not.
Yeah.
So we flipped the coin, and I'll be honest, we were a little disappointed because it came up that we were going to do it. But afterwards, we were so happy that we did it. It was such a rewarding experience.
What's that? I mean, I think, yeah, something like that, and you flip a coin, you're not sure which side, then maybe it's a sign,
Yeah.
So.
And like that time, we were completely undecided. But there's also other times where like you flip the coin and you're like, I did not want that. And then you just go the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fair. It's a fair point.
So I kind of assumed that we would come to the place where we think, oh, it's hard work and it's a bit of circumstances, la-di-da.
Sure.
I want to put a percentage on it.
I knew Corey was going to
a
ask.
philosopher, bro.
I knew he was going to ask for the percentage.
Okay.
And like, it doesn't like what? Yeah, whatever. Just toss it out there. We're not holding this
You
against
know what?
you.
All right. Lock it in. It's 71% hard work and 29% luck.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I think you got to. I think it's a more complicated equation.
Okay, you're gonna
Because-
put a parabola in there or something like that.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I think
I think that's how it works.
I don't think that's how it works.
Hey, just
but
move on.
Yeah,
Didn't happen.
It's like, what is that?
That's like an upside down U graph.
Or it could be
Okay.
right
I
side up.
sucked
dude.
at those in grade 10.
Okay.
I
So
was
bad.
actually insane at that.
Wait, or is that quadratics? Anyway, we're getting off topic
yeah.
here.
Yeah, we don't know.
Um,
We're not math nerds.
So I think you got to be a little more complicated because, whoa.
Hey, yo. All right, keep moving. That didn't happen. Yep.
I think it's a little more complicated because you've got your chance or your, those things that happen in your life have way more effect than the hard work might. If you're a hockey player and you are working your butt off and you're becoming the best and then you break your legs, well, that's got way more effect than your last 10 years of hard work.
Mm-hmm.
And like if you can never walk
That's true.
again. So I think it's more like a 55-45.
Interesting.
45% chance.
So are you done there?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm gonna totally take that the other way.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 90-10.
90-10.
90 work, 10% luck or chance.
100% tower.
Because if you did absolutely nothing,
Mm-hmm.
it wouldn't matter. Or like if you
Okay.
did all the horrible things, like if you treated everyone badly around you, made like really bad decisions,
Mm-hmm.
like criminal activities, all that stuff, like
Oh, but you lucked out. The police officer that caught you doing the criminal activities suddenly just loves you and they let you go.
yeah, turns out it's your dad.
Yeah.
I don't know, like
I see what you're saying.
because I was kind of on board with your percentage ranges, probably
Mm-hmm.
closer to Tyler's. It's
Right.
kind of where mine would have been at. But then I'm like, if you think of the other side of it, like how much can we accomplish by like really focusing on what we're doing, and then like how much of that is just like the extra little boost. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, then the outliers would like.
They just
A book like
they'll
that would
wipe you-
argue so
yeah.
much of it, like everything of where you're at is
Yeah. Yeah.
circumstantial.
like you look at a guy like Jeff Bezos. Without his parents giving him like a $300,000 loan or whatever it was, Amazon probably never gets off the ground.
Right.
Same with Bill Gates. You need to be born at like the right era to be able to take advantage of your skills with computers.
But
Exactly.
then
If they would have never worked.
your parents give you the 300,000 and you spend it on drugs
Or you just buy a nice car
or that.
right away and it's just gone. So you need
But
the
that
work,
luck
work
doesn't
ethic.
disappear though. That you still had that fortunate luck bit.
Yes.
You just
So
didn't
it's-
use it correctly. So yeah, it is up to
So
you.
you're not
but-
blowing your first like years of profits on that car.
Yeah.
Instead, you just blew mom and dad's money, and like your profits aren't going to increase as quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is one of the comments thing. Put
Yeah.
put your percentage in the comments.
Yeah,
We're
need to get
all over
people
the board here.
We need to get people to comment again. We need so many comments.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, we did have a comment on our latest episode, which was just posted today, as of the day that we're recording this.
Okay.
And that is another episode. Another episode. Still no wedgies is what it said.
Goodness. Oh my goodness. Stop.
Something like that. I forget exactly what it was.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, I think with that we're gonna end off. We're just gonna need a quote from Zach if you've got one
Need
kicking
a
around.
Quote from me.
Yeah.
Big quote from Big Z.
Something that kind of plays into our just previous discussion here. Good things come to those who wait. And I think that's just about it.
That's it.
Beautiful.
I think that's all I got.
Well, thanks again for coming on, Zach.
Not a problem.
Thank you for watching and listening. Be sure to come back for our next episode.
Please. I'm sounding desperate now. Okay.
Get down on your hands and knees,
Yes.
Tyler.
Anyways,
Close enough.
we're done.
Yeah.
We're done. See you later.